Is it too late to play Helldivers? Does Helldivers have FOMO? What am I missing as a new player compared to somebody who's been there since day one? Those are all questions that I had since I've never played the game and was interested in it, and I couldn't really find a good answer online. They were all pretty vague, so I bought the game and experienced it for myself. And Helldivers does a really good job of keeping FOMO under control, but there are some things that you're missing that you might want to know about. And I'll break down all the progression and gear and what you're missing as quickly as possible for you. Starting off with weapons, you have a few options, but you don't have them unlocked initially, which is typical for most games, but the way you unlock more weapons and armor in this game is through war bonds. And war bonds are more or less a page-based battle pass, and the way that you buy them is through a currency that you can earn in-game, or you can just pay for it. And the currency is rare, but it's not like super rare. Maybe I just got lucky, but the third game that I was playing, like I found a stack of it in the match. And you can't buy your way through the battle pass. The battle pass only levels up from a currency that you can only earn from playing the game. But you have the ability to unlock every single war bond in the game. There's no war bond that's missing from you. You have access to all the weapons and armor in the game, with one minor exception I'll talk about in a moment. Plus, upon reaching level 10, you have access to weapon customization, and your weapon has its own levels as well. So it's not even a bad idea to be using the starting weapons. It's not like the starting weapons are worse than any other weapon. And I got thrown into the hardest difficulty, Super Helldive, as like a level 4. And I was holding my own. I had no issues. I didn't have any like damage nerf because I was a lower level or lower gear or anything. And it was my own choice to be there. I convinced one of my buddies to throw me into it. Normally you would have to start at trivial difficulty and then work your way up. So you would be playing with similar new people or people that want to help new players if you download the game and play it right now. And you don't even have to play with other people. It only adds players to your lobby if you throw an SOS beacon, so you can play solo or just keep it with only your friend group. And it's completely cross-platform, by the way. And maybe I just had like a really good experience. There's always outliers, but even when I was playing on the hardest difficulty with two people that I had no idea who they weren't like, oh, who's this level 5 guy, like kick him. They were just wondering like what map we should play next. You definitely can't say that for every multiplayer game out there, and the Helldivers community is also really friendly compared to most communities out there. And as for your armor, for the most part it's cosmetic. The only difference is they have the armor passive, which has different stats depending on your armor piece that you're wearing. But you can pretty easily get every single like armor passive in the game, and there's multiple just reskinned variations of every single armor with its like armor passive, so you're not missing out on anything. And all the cosmetic variations are either permanently available or rotate through the shop in a set order, with the exception of the Killzone crossover, but the devs have said that they're looking into ways to bringing it back into the game, so they definitely don't want any FOMO here, at least presently. And the pre-order bonus, but all the armor passives in the pre-order armor are not exclusive to the pre-order armor. You can still get those passives within the base game armor sets. And so that brings us to our second to last topic, ship upgrades and stratagems. As you play the game, you'll find common or rare resources which are used to upgrade your ship to give you a variety of upgrades, such as cooldown reduction or other things. As well as by playing games, you get a different type of currency, and as you level up, you can spend that currency on different stratagem upgrades, which you can then use into matches. And just like the armor, there's no stratagem that's hidden away from you. Some are hidden in the war bonds, but you can still earn every single war bond and every single stratagem in the game just with the currency you get from playing the game. And so what is locked away from you? Well, there's only one thing, which is just past community events or just experiences that you missed. And those past events didn't have any special armor set that they unlock, and 99% of the time the reward is just the same currency you get from playing game, with the exception of really major community events such as Malevelon Creek, which gave a cosmetic cape, which yes, you cannot obtain anymore, but it didn't give any stats, and it's more just a mark of valor to show you were there, and it doesn't even look really too much different than capes that are already in the game. You're not missing out on anything besides just the experience itself. And if that's a turnoff for you, let me phrase it like this. Would missing the Travis Scott Fortnite event make you never want to play Fortnite? Would be missing a faction war and For Honor make you never want to play For Honor? Would missing the Battle of Lumbridge make you never want to touch RuneScape ever again? Nothing wrong if you said yes to any of those, but you should think about seeing a therapist. But this game is just a constant cycle of events. The major order is the big one, the thing everybody talks about and is like participating in. But there's also all these other little mini events going on right now at the same time, and a lot of them are really fun and really unique, and it's all just like different biomes or different worlds or different enemies, etc., etc. It's a completely unique experience every single time you play the game, which I think is really cool. So hopefully this clears up any questions. This is definitely all the questions that I had going into the game. So thank you for watching. And if you have any questions that weren't answered in this video, feel free to leave a comment, and either me or somebody else will hopefully be able to answer it for you.